What's up, guys, and welcome back to another K-Square Fitness mobility session today. Today we're going to be working on improving your overhead position, working on freeing up the back side of your shoulders, loosening up some rhomboids, and getting into some flexion. So what I'd like for you to have today is a softball or a lacrosse ball. I want you to have somewhere later on where you can get your shoulders up onto a box, a bench, your bed, your couch. I don't know where you're at, but something like that. And then if you have something like a broomstick or a PVC pipe, that would be optimal. You don't have to have it, but if you got it, that's what I want you to have. We're going to start off, guys, by releasing your rhomboids. And your rhomboids are not your shoulder blade, but right on the inside of your shoulder blade, but not at the middle of your spine. So this is the middle of my spine. I'm going to be just slightly on the inside of my shoulder blade, but not on my shoulder blade / scapula. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. Let's put the ball basically right down the middle. And what I want you to do is get in there first. It can typically be pretty uncomfortable for most. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my hand up and I'm going to punch up. And we're going to hold this for about 10 seconds where I'm actually protracting my shoulder, reaching up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm going to let my hand come back, and this is where it can be really, really uncomfortable. I'm trying to breathe through it. And I'm not really forcing it. I'm just letting it slide, and then coming back up, and then we're going right into it, reach up. So I'm actually taking my shoulder, if you watch closely, and reaching and punching towards the ceiling. And I'm actually going to try to lean just a touch onto my left side body just to make sure I'm getting enough pressure on that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the hand come over. So a lot of athletes that have poor shoulder mobility and function, like myself after playing basketball for 20 years, have to work really hard at retraining. Let's go ahead and reach up at retraining this position because my mechanics and motor patterns tell me that I should protect this position and that my body and my arms don't want to go back, but they want to shoot the jump shot with my arms forward. And take your hand back. That's 3. We're going to get 2 more, guys. Take it up, take an inhale, and punch up. You can move slightly on the ball if you feel that you want to try and experiment with a different area. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale as the ball comes back, your arm comes back, excuse me. One more time. Changing the ball angle just a touch and then reaching up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Reaching as high as I can. 3, 2, and 1. Let that hand come back. And let's go ahead and change sides. So we're getting, remember, right on the inside of the spine, but not on the shoulder blade. This side feels a little bit worse, which, surprise, that's my shooting arm. Let's go ahead and punch this arm up for 10 seconds. Knees can stay bent to help keep the back in a more neutral position. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't really try to have the arm go back too far, whether it goes to the floor, which would be awesome, or if it just goes 45 degrees. Not really challenging it too much. Let's take it up. 10 seconds, reaching high, protracting the shoulder. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Let the arm drop back. Take it up. Reaching high. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Trying to keep that pressure on the ball. 2, 1, take it back. Starting to loosen up just a touch. 2 more times, take it back up and then protract. Maybe you change the angle of the ball just a touch and reach 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Exhale as the ball hand comes over. Last time, guys. Punching up. As I'm punching up, I actually almost try to push my body into the floor just to create a little bit more pressure on that ball. 3. Yes, it means it hurts a little bit more, but I'm trying to get better here. Take the arm overhead. And we are done with the ball. Come on out of that, guys. Spend a good amount of time there. What we're going to do next is get into some deep lat stretch. So now is where I want you to head over to your couch, your bed, get your broomstick, your PVC pipe, whatever you got. And we're going to just stretch out these lats, and the 2 choices you have. I want you to get your hands as wide as possible to replicate that external rotation. And then we would come here. We're going to stretch down there. If you don't have that, I just simply want you to put your hands together and then go down there. What I don't want you to do when we're stretching is let your butt and your back to arch like this. Try to keep it all tucked down and stay into that neutral position. And let's go ahead and do that, guys. I want to spend about a minute-ish in that stretch. And tuck that tail down. Squeeze your glutes. I'm not really driving too hard. I'm just letting the first 20 seconds or so, just letting my body get acclimated. And then as I take an inhale, I'll begin to challenge myself just a little bit more, pressing. Another inhale and exhale, I'll go a little deeper. As long as I don't begin to compensate from my lower back. That's the key there. Trying to keep the tail tucked so we can keep those abs engaged to replicate what a good position would be like. Let's get another 5 seconds here, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and floss out these nerves just a little bit, just kind of pumping your elbows up and around. And then we're going to get into some flexion, guys. We're going to get single arm work now. Single arm work where we're going to take our hand down like this here. And if I had a knife in my hand, I would be stabbing, trying to press down into the box as hard as possible for 10 seconds. And then we're going to lift up off the box for 10 seconds. So here's the deal here. The lower your platform is, the easier it's going to be. But we want it to be difficult. As we lift up, we're trying to activate all that musculature on the back side of our body. And that's the part that matters. So, I'm going to start with my box low. I might flip it up if I want more of a challenge, but let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's push down into the chest in this first rep. Get 10 seconds where we're just pressing down. I'm not digging my knife into the box too hard quite yet. And let's lift up, staying strong. I just want you to reach as high as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, right back down. Chest is down. 4, 3, 2, take the hand up, flexing the abs, trying to stay tight, trying to pin out the elbow. 3, 2, and 1. If you have some discomfort or pinching in the shoulder at this position, try changing the angle out to maybe a little bit wider into a Y position. That might help you out. We shouldn't have any serious discomfort there. Okay, here we go. Let's drive the chest down. This rep, I might start to push into the box a little bit more. We're trying to pre-fatigue those muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Trying to stay tight in the stomach. Reaching as high as possible. Bicep as close as possible to the ear. 2 and 1. 2 more times, guys. Start to really ramp up how hard you're pressing into that box or couch or wherever you are. 2, 1. Take it up. 10, 6, 5. Reach as high as you can. 3, 2, 1 more time. Last time, I'm digging into the box as hard as I possibly can. Really trying to stretch out the lats, trying to fatigue them. 2, 1. Reach up, flex your stomach, pin out your elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy smokes. Pump out that elbow a little bit. Let those nerves floss out some. Nice job, guys. And let's go to the other side. Just a couple of bicep curls here, you know. All right, so starting off, shoulders on top of the wrist, hips stacked over the knees. Let's go ahead and drive the chest down, not pushing too hard this first time. Just getting a little feedback to the system that this is what we want to do. 2, 1, squeeze the stomach, press in strong with your right hand as you lift off. 2, 1, back down for number 2. Breathing through your nose, starting to increase. 2, 1, lift, starting to increase the pressure I was talking about into the box. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, back down to the box. I'm noticing with my stopwatch pressing down right in front of me that the 10 seconds goes a little faster here than how I normally count. 3, 2, 1. Take it up, lifting that left hand off your surface as high as possible. Shaking is totally normal, means you're working hard. 2, 1. 2 more times. Starting to increase how hard I'm digging into that box. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale. Lift up. 10 seconds. Raise your arm as high as possible. Strengthen that in range. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more time. Push into the box as hard as you can for the last rep. Really dig it down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Press your right arm strong into the floor and lift. 10 seconds. Keep your core tight. Your bicep as close as possible to the ear. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, baby. Get you some bicep curls there. Floss out those nerves. We're going to do one more stretch, guys. Yikes. Working that flexion. Ooh, baby. Yeah, that's good there. Okay, guys, we're going to get into one more thing here. Get a quick swig. We're always working on this rotation component, and I want us to sit back into that same exact position, that quadruped position. And I'm going to take my left hand up, and then I'm going to flex and reach for 5 seconds. And then we're going to alternate going back side to side. This is the last thing we got, guys. Let's get about 8 reps holding 2 to 5 seconds, just getting a big exhale. And then as soon as you lose that exhale, we can come to the other side. So let's go inhale, left hand up. Exhale, let all of your air out. Squeeze as hard as possible. And then as soon as you can, we can change sides. Right hand up, flex to the right. 3, 2, and 1. You guys get the idea? Let's get 6 more reps on your own, guys. Maximal effort is what we're looking for here. It's not about speed. It's about getting as much activation as possible. I'm halfway. Keeping my arm that's up, straight and long, reaching as I crunch and flex my obliques. Get a little bit of stretch in the lats. Last one for me, guys. And that is going to wrap it up for today, guys. Way to show up. Consistency, as always, is going to lead to your greatest success in your mobility gains. You guys keep tagging us in your videos and your pictures. We love seeing you guys put in that mobility work. We love also seeing it, how it directly applies to your strength work, so keep tagging us in that. We appreciate you helping us spread the word about K-Square Fitness. Everything you can do, everything that we've done here has been entirely out of our garage, so we couldn't do any of this without you guys. We love you for that. Keep training hard. We'll see you in the next one.